Going back to the toys of our youth, a nostalgic romp down memory lane. Remember the sheer, unadulterated joy of a brand new toy? The thrill of unwrapping it? The endless possibilities it held? Well, buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to take a hilarious, heartwarming trip back to those simpler times. Scene: a cozy living room, radiating warmth and laughter, filled with seniors reliving their childhoods. Sunlight streams through the windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. A group of old friends sits in a circle, each clutching a toy from their youth like a precious relic. A warm spotlight focuses on Grandpa Joe, the mischievous ringleader of this nostalgia-fueled chaos, his eyes twinkling with youthful glee. All right, you magnificent relics of the past. Today we embark on an epic quest, a journey back to a time when our biggest dilemma was whether our beloved Slinky would gracefully conquer the staircase or tragically faceplant on the second step. Oh, the suspense. Ah, the toys of our youth. Simpler times indeed. Before the tyranny of smartphones and the endless scroll of social media, entertainment meant a humble stick, a trusty rock, and an imagination so overactive it could rival a caffeinated squirrel. You tell a kid today that we used to happily play outside with nothing but dirt, and they'll probably diagnose us with extreme survival training or some other fancy term. Pauses for laughter. A chorus of chuckles and snorts fills the room. But fear not, my friends. We're not just here to reminisce. We're here to relive those glorious moments. And maybe, just maybe, break a hip or two in the process. After all, what's life without a little adventure, right? So, what's on the nostalgia agenda for today, you ask? Well, let's break it down, shall we? Prepare for a roller coaster of laughter, memories, and maybe a slight twinge in your back. The key to truly reliving your childhood is unwavering commitment. You can't just passively gaze at a toy and vaguely reminisce. No, no, no. You've got to feel it. You've got to become one with the toy. That's precisely why I bravely dusted off my old pogo stick. And that's also precisely why my dear wife, Martha, is currently engaged in a spirited negotiation with the paramedics stationed just outside. Wish her luck. Picture this: 5 seasoned citizens, 1 rusty seesaw, and a whole lot of pent-up energy. I won't explicitly name the individual who achieved unexpected flight, but let's just say Ralph experienced more airtime than a Boeing 747 on a transatlantic voyage. And the precise moment we heard his dentures dramatically impact the ground a split second before he did, we collectively knew. We still got it. Or at least we used to. Pauses for uproarious laughter, tears welling in some eyes. Now let's hear it. Who among us still proudly possesses a yo-yo? Or even more impressively, who actually still remembers how to skillfully wield one? Because I personally attempted it, and all I managed to accomplish was a yo-yo ricocheting off my forehead with the force of a disgruntled woodpecker, as if I owed it a substantial sum of money. The indignity. All right, let's delve into the timeless classics. Prepare yourselves for a journey into the heart of nostalgia. Step 1. Carefully locate your cherished childhood toy. This may involve a perilous expedition into the attic or a daring raid on your grandchildren's toy box. Proceed with caution. Step 2. Bravely attempt to use said toy with the same reckless abandon and youthful exuberance you possessed approximately 50 years ago. Ignore any creaking joints or protesting muscles. Embrace the pain. Step 3. Schedule an appointment with a qualified chiropractor. You'll thank me later. Let's talk Legos, shall we? Back in our day, we used to meticulously construct magnificent castles, futuristic spaceships, and sprawling empires that would make Caesar himself envious. Now, if I accidentally step on one of those diabolical little bricks in the dead of night, my soul momentarily departs from my body. It's a truly profound spiritual experience, albeit a rather painful one. I sincerely wish I had photographic evidence of Ralph's majestic mid-air performance on that treacherous seesaw. I would proudly frame it and hang it right next to my wedding picture. Both were undeniably life-changing moments, although for vastly different reasons. Now, I want to hear from you. What are your most cherished childhood toys? What objects sparked your imagination and filled your days with laughter and adventure? Don't be shy. I see some of you nodding thoughtfully. Aha. You vividly remember the simple joys of the Etch A Sketch, patiently turning those tiny little knobs for what felt like an eternity, only to create a final product that resembled a drunken spider attempting to draw a portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Good times. Raise your hand if you owned a toy that was, in retrospect, undeniably dangerous. Ah yes, lawn darts, the quintessential childhood toy that boldly proclaimed, "How about a little thrill and a generous dose of potential bodily harm?" The good old days indeed. I could ramble on forever, reminiscing about the slingshots, the toy cars, the marbles we lost, both literally and metaphorically. But most importantly, I remember the friendships forged in the crucible of childhood play. Those bonds are the true treasures we carry with us through the years. Before we gracefully wrap up this nostalgic extravaganza, let's get a few things straight, shall we? I won't bore you with a lengthy lecture on the complex physics of a spinning top, but let's just say, back then, it was our primitive version of a fidget spinner, and we were utterly hypnotized by its mesmerizing rotations. We could stare at those things for hours, lost in a world of swirling colors and endless possibilities. It reminds me of that time I attempted to impress my childhood crush by riding my bicycle with no hands, which tragically culminated in me introducing my face to a rather unforgiving mailbox. But I digress. The point is, we were fearless, or perhaps just foolish. The truth, my friends, is that we never truly outgrow our toys. They may evolve and transform over time, but deep down, we're all still just kids at heart, yearning for fun, laughter, and a little bit of adventure. Only now we require significantly more safety gear and a mandatory nap afterward. Such is the price of wisdom. Grandpa Joe smiles warmly, takes a beat to let the message sink in, his eyes twinkling with mischief. And that, my dear friends, is precisely why we're gathered here today. To relive, to laugh, to reminisce, and to remember that age is merely a number. And also, to collectively brainstorm a viable strategy for safely extracting Ralph from that rather tall tree. Any ideas? Lights fade out slowly as the group erupts in laughter and cheers, the sound echoing with the joy of shared memories and the enduring spirit of childhood. Weren't those memories wonderful? The toys of our youth weren't just playthings. They were portals to imagination, friendship, and boundless joy. They shaped who we are today, reminding us to never lose our sense of wonder and playfulness. So, what are you waiting for? Dust off those old toys, gather your friends and family, and embark on your own nostalgic adventure. Share your stories, relive your favorite moments, and rediscover the simple joys of childhood. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow nostalgia enthusiasts, toy collectors, and anyone who needs a heartwarming reminder of the good old days. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more trips down memory lane. Let's keep the spirit of play alive, no matter our age.